Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here doing a classic capture, the first of 2016. Today we are playing Bushido Blade for the PlayStation 1.
The Return of the Blade.
Yes. This is a fighting game from Square Enix, and checking the wiki, it says it was developed by a company called Lightweight. I've never heard of them before, but I do know of this game, and I had played it before. I think, Timmy, you said it best. It's like
It's like a pre-Soul Calibur or Soul Blade. I can't remember what's the first game. Soul Edge.
Soul Edge,
Blade.
yeah. Soul Calibur was after.
No, that's why it's a good kind of precursor to that.
But the big difference with this game is this one specifically is not. It's not a fighter in the general. I mean, it's not a traditional fighter in the general sense. This is a game where you. Well, it's a luck.
It's not an HP fighter.
No.
It's an instant-death fighter.
It's a luck. I mean, you'll see here in a little bit some of the fights that I recorded. You get lucky. I mean, it's supposed to be tactical. It's supposed to be kind of rock, paper, scissors. You'll select a variety of weapons. All the characters appear to, in my opinion, they all seem to control the same. They're just aesthetically different. But the weapons do have different moves, different speeds, and different hitboxes, and that sort of thing. And it's supposed to be rock, paper, scissors, but the game sort of fails at that. I mean, you'll see, like I said, in some of the battles here, I'm hitting someone multiple times. They hit me once, and then I die.
The concept is sound, but I think the actual execution of it wasn't quite pulled off the way that they wanted to.
Yeah, and there is a part 2 to this, and part 2 gameplay-wise is better, but they took out some stuff I liked. For example, in this one, if you hit a specific limb, sometimes the enemy would stop moving their limb. You know, it's like they would hold it at their side, like, I'm limp
Kind
now.
of like physical damage.
Yeah, and all that stuff is gone. And I think in the second one, I think they removed the blood splatter.
Oh, so they did the killer instinct.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There is a story mode, which is lackluster, to say the least. This is actually my first battle in a long time. He hit me in the face, didn't really do anything. I'm just swinging.
Because when swords hit you in the face, it doesn't hurt at all.
Pretty much. And you'll just see, like I said, see right there, I had actually changed stance. And that one time it counted. I don't know why. I call it luck. It's really luck. You just... luck of the draw if you're going to have the killing blow. Because you could be playing this and they could just hit you once, or you could hit your enemy just once, and that's it. Game over.
No, you know what it was? It was that he fell on the ground. When you fall on the ground, that's instant death.
Let me just lunge you in the face. Oh, I'm just going to roll away.
So yeah, we had some multiplayer footage, but I couldn't find. She stabbed me. Ouch.
Wow. Well, she did stab you in the face on the ground, so...
We did have multiplayer footage. I lost it, but it doesn't matter. It looks practically the same. You can play in 2-player. You see, she went limp there, and then, well,
she went really limp.
She's dead now.
So this is less of a fighter than a dueling.
It's a dueling game. Yeah,
Yeah.
dueling is probably a better way to say. This one is one of my particular favorites. I think he was the last guy in the arcade mode, like the boss, quote unquote. And he came up there and went.
Oh god, that's pathetic.
Wow.
This game also supported link mode if you had 2 copies of the game, 2 PlayStations, and the very rare link cable, so you could play on each monitor separately. Right here also I'm showing that you can play the game in black and white mode, which is supposed to like emulate old samurai movies.
That's actually
pretty
interesting.
cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
It's interesting,
I
but
didn't know
it makes
had
it
that feature.
harder in ways.
Oh, does it blend? Oh, yeah, that
It makes
blend is
some of the
terrible.
textures really kind of just like.
I don't think it's supposed to be the old samurai movie. I think it's actually supposed to give it a manga style. That's more what it looks like to me.
I was thinking Seven Samurai.
I'm thinking pretty much any old Edo period manga.
Well, it could be both, but it gives an interesting aesthetic, and some of the characters have story modes. I mean, just skip it if you're playing the story mode. Just actually, what I recommend if you want to keep playing and you don't have a second player to play with you, play the slash mode, which is just another word for survivor mode. You keep playing against more enemies because. Just enemy after enemy, it just keeps on going and on forever and ever until you die. This right here, I don't know why this took forever to break the lock.
This is like, the lead up to the climax. I mean, it's got to be long. It's got to drag out over 100 episodes.
This is at least 7 episodes right here.
I mean, come on, that's Frieza right there.
Yeah.
I found that I didn't really like any of the staff type weapons. The shorter swords that were quicker, actually, they're generally speaking the better ones. See, you saw the blood splatter, but it was all white pixels.
I do really like how this looks, though.
I
It looks
prefer the
better
black
on
and
here
white.
than it did playing it. Maybe just meh, my opinion.
When did Gambit get a sword?
That's actually, wow. You see, I'm crawling there. I have nothing left. Yep.
Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic, but I mean, they didn't really leave it in any games.
And like I said, in part 2, they completely removed it, which kind of made me sad. But Slash Mode is definitely the one I recommend if you want to just get in there and kill things. These random ninja come up until you get to the 10th one, then it shows like a character. It does switch it up. They are supposed to get harder. I've gotten to 15, but like I said, it's all random. You might kill them, and they might just hit you once. Which
For a second there, it looked like you took out his leg, but then he got back up and was fine.
This game goes for about $20, $25 this day and age. Part 2 is a little more expensive. It's not extremely rare, and it's one of those games where I'd only recommend it if you're a PlayStation collector. It's actually kind of not difficult to control, but it's archaic. This was before the DualShock, so you still use the D-pad. It is very stiff. I think the video kind of displays that for itself. But overall, if you're a collector or you really like Japanese games, this is one for you. But based on collector prices as of this day and age, because you used to get this for $5, now it's because it's Square Enix, it's automatically considered a classic.
Well, isn't this also available like on PSN for like $5?
I think it is actually, but I'm talking about the disc.
Yeah, I know.
By disc.
I'm saying if you honestly wanted to try it, you could download like off the PSN.
Probably. I'm not sure. I have the disc.
I want to say I've seen
wanted
it
to.
on there before. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, anyway, this was our classic capture for Bushido Blade on the PlayStation 1, released in 1997. Please subscribe and let me know what you think. And if you pick up the game, see if you can get it for cheaper than the collector prices. And if you can get it on PSN, probably the best way to do it. Thank you.